Nighty night. Get some good rest.
Thanks,
Welcome
Alexa.
back to the Off the Gourd podcast. Everybody be ready to get some rest tonight.
Why did she say that? What did I say?
I'm gonna hit the rock hard tonight, boys.
For real.
Bro, I'm so confused.
Yeah, wait, whose Alexa was
It
that?
was mine. She just said like good night. They be listening,
You were
bro.
talking too much about sleep, bro.
Yeah, they're listening. They just knew that I wanted to go to sleep. How you guys doing?
Alright, man, how are you?
Pretty good on the overall.
Lots to talk about this week.
Nope.
You
God,
guys
you sound
could
so
play that.
unenthused. You're like, lots to talk about this week.
What do we got,
Yep.
Jackson? Hit us with the riff. What are your riveting?
What farm
Are you
game
guys
were
ready to play? I was gonna say, are you guys ready to play the new Farm Plus Action RPG?
Oh, that was the one game that intrigued me out of all the farm games.
Pierce, there were 5 of them.
No, it
They
was
all looked the same.
no. There was this one specific one where it was like it was basically like Animal Crossing, but it was an action RPG, and it was
Is it
like
the one where you turn into a sheep?
I don't remember. All I remember is that you can.
Am I just going in a loop? Oh, sorry.
All I remember is that you can like do like Animal Crossing type stuff, and then you can also like go. You'll also like go out on adventures, and the loot that you get, like like you collect stuff on your adventures to like you be used in the Animal Crossing side of the gameplay, and then you can also earn like spells to like do stuff like quicker and stuff like it's basically Animal Crossing, but instead of just buying stuff that you want, you have to like go out on like quests and like earn stuff. And that kind of intrigued me, that concept of Animal Crossing, but
I could not like. I know that there were a bunch of farming JRPGs with farming mini games. They all like I couldn't tell you what any individual one of them like looks like because they just
There
all
was-
blended together for me.
And they're all developed by Square Enix.
bro, that was another thing. Like every game was from Square Enix.
Octopath 2 should have been like this time. you
No,
get
there-
bored of adventure, and they all
there
said that
was
too. Like
one-
you're bored of adventuring, settle down and you're like tired from questing. Sit down, have a farm.
There was one where it was like over 100 daily tasks, and I'm like, fuck no.
I heard
Why
you
would I
have
ever want
that.
to play this?
There was one specifically. I'm gonna have to go through. I'm gonna have to skim through the direct to see what it was. There was one game I remember just like being one of the ugliest games I've ever seen in my entire life. I gotta
By
find
the
it.
way, we're
I don't-
for
it was
the
a farming.
uninitiated. We're discussing the Nintendo Direct from today, September 13th. Anyway,
I
sorry,
like-
Pierce, go ahead.
I don't remember what it was, but I just remember like the art style was just like awful. It was one of the farming games. I don't remember. But man, it was rough. I'm gonna have to go. I want to look through the whole direct in general instead of trying because it's hard to think of stuff off the top of my head. A little peek at the Mario Kart Booster Pack 3.
Daisy
I
Garden,
don't-
baby.
I don't know
Oh, yeah.
if like it's my mind like imagining it, but I feel like the maps keep getting better like visually. Like I thought like those maps cuz like one of the biggest issues that people have with the how the maps look in Mario Kart 8 is that all use very plain textures. Like the base tracks of the game kind of have like a semi-realistic look to them. But the DLC tracks kind of have the more like typical cartoony style, like oversaturated and like grass textures will just pretty much just be a green texture, and like dirt will just be like a brown texture. Like there's not really any depth to it. But I feel like with each pass that comes out, the textures start to get better and better to where it kind of matches up with the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think in general, like all the DLC tracks have looked great. I wouldn't say that I don't think the packs necessarily are improving one by one, but I do think they look better than the base game, for sure. Well, last week we talked about games that we couldn't be fucked to play, and one of the top of my list was Pikmin.
Bro, I was
so
like,
this
same.
direct was a bit of a dud for me. I think like
I don't know. I appreciate that is something where it's like, yeah, I won't play Pikmin. Well, I mean, I haven't played the first. I mean, I Pikmin is something that like I would consider playing, but I just don't think I would. I don't know. I think I would like it if there were a couple things different about it. But I mean, I haven't even played the first three, so I'm definitely not going to play this one. But I can still appreciate. That's a game where I can still appreciate the fact that it's there, and like that is pretty significant because this has been a game that's been wanted for a long time, and Miyamoto was very enthusiastic.
Are we sure? Like, because of all the Nintendo franchises, even like the smaller ones, like I've seen buzz for F-Zero of all things, but I have not seen one person in the online space ask for Pikmin 4. Maybe I'm just looking on the wrong.
I think you're looking on the wrong.
I definitely have.
But
there's
I know Miyamoto loves it, but god damn it.
There's a Treyarch Zombies developer I follow on Twitter, and every single direct, he's like, I can't wait to be disappointed with Pikmin news. So I know he's so happy. There were so many people on my I have a lot of like Nintendo Twitter on my timeline, and every single person was like, "This direct sucked, but Pikmin 4 and Breath of the Wild 2 made it amazing."
See, Breath of the Wild 2, the only thing, like, I don't know, I don't see that as like an announcement, or we got the title, that's good, but like, okay, yeah, we didn't see. I like the look of the world. Everything looks crazy and fun, but like, you know, I don't think that was enough to like elevate this direct for me. And I think I would have had a better time with this direct, obviously, if we didn't have quote unquote Nintendo leakers beforehand. Again, making claims that we will absolutely see remakes of Zelda games I've wanted to see on the Switch, and Metroid Prime, the first one.
I thought that. I honestly thought that was a little
around again. And I'm like, getting towards the end of the direct, I'm like, okay, no way all three of those things are going to be here. Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, and Metroid Prime. I'm like, okay, maybe we'll get one of them. Or the Zelda games, or just the Metroid games. Then getting none of them was just like, And it's like, oh, cool, Breath of the Wild, get to see a little bit more of that, and get a title, great and all. But, I mean, and also, this direct was, like, it was said to, like, we're getting games mostly for, like, the winter, but it seemed like we got more games that are further out in 2023 than we did.
I didn't really notice.
Games that were coming out like this winter, early next year. I mean, what are we have Bayonetta coming out at the end of the year, and then
Fire
Pokemon.
Emblem is in January.
But outside of that, like 2022, I would say is kind of a lull year for Nintendo. I mean, if Breath of the Wild,
it has been for everyone, though. To be fair.
That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, I would argue PlayStation's having a really good year.
Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West, and then they've got God of War
Elden
coming
Ring.
out.
Yeah,
later
but
on
that's
this year.
2 games. Think about
Yeah, 2 massive games. Like you
Yeah,
you don't
but
have that from either Nintendo or Sony.
I mean,
this year.
Pokemon
Or
is.
Nintendo
I would
or-
say Pokemon is a massive game, and
I wouldn't.
You could argue
because
Bay-
you get one of them every couple of years, and we've already had one this year. Like the Pokemon saturation, at least for me, is high. Like, and does that game look impressive? I
mean,
would
no, it's
say
Pokemon.
it doesn't.
but I'm saying that's still a massive release. Like that's gonna.
It's gonna sell a lot, but I don't think that's gonna make it like a a masterpiece or anything like.
Well,
like I think
no.
we might see out of God of War, and I think Horizon was a much higher quality game.
Well,
than
no,
any Pokemon release.
I
from the
think
last
I think when you
century.
when you have to talk about like how good a game is, or like how good of a year it is, you got to think about not just the quality, but you do have to take in consideration how popular these series are. Because even though Pokemon definitely does not have the same quality, like polish as like the PlayStation games, they're probably gonna sell more.
Can I
Yeah,
get a yellow toe? I think I'm soft locked.
Yeah.
Thanks.
yeah.
They were,
I mean, I agree. It's gonna be popular. It's gonna sell a lot, but I don't like.
but
At least for
and
me
so when you
personally,
gotta
like,
so when you think
Nintendo's
of
not-
like when you think of like a big year for a company, you got to think about how much a game's gonna sell. Because clearly, if a game is selling this well, whether the quality is on par or not, it's still going to. It's still a big year, and you got that with Bayonetta, and you got. I don't know what was there at the beginning of this year. There was Kirby.
Bayonetta won't sell. Kirby also didn't sell a ton. Like if we're talking about
But then-
sales
but then-
numbers.
But that,
I mean,
but
Kirby
there,
was
there's your
good,
quality.
But like it's Kirby, it's not fantastic. It's like it's a really good
What
Kirby
else
game,
was
but
there?
that
There
just
was
makes
Nintendo,
it a fun
Switch
game,
Sports.
not like a masterpiece.
Switch
Sports.
Sports. They
Cool-
had a
like,
lot
cool
of
to
stuff
have, but
that
underwhelming.
they had a lot of stuff that like on paper are big releases, but it's like
There's essentially
there's something-
like there's no Mario, there's no Zelda, like there's no.
but those aren't
there's no
stuff that
Animal
are
Crossing.
usually but those
We
aren't
usually-
something that we
We usually get a Zelda title we have gotten a Zelda title every year for the last little bit.
well that was going to be Breath of the Wild 2 until got pushed. And they could still. Nintendo's been very, like, open to just dropping stuff, like dropping announcements on Twitter. So they could still just like announce like, oh, Metroid Prime 1 is coming, or Zelda, Wind Waker, or Twilight Princess are coming.
Yeah, and
They could
I'd
still
love
do
to see
that.
Nintendo come out like still pop up with some nice little announcement for the remainder of the year, but
But yeah, I feel like Nintendo
Doesn't
has a
seem to
lot
be
of
the case.
stuff that on paper should have been big releases, but either the time just wasn't right or they had issues like development wise or release wise. Like Mario Strikers. Like that should have been a big release,
Yeah.
but it like ended up being such a dud because the game was clearly rushed. Because I know it was Next Level, I think, that made it. I know they're competent developers, so I know it wasn't the lack of.
yeah, for
What?
whatever reason, Nintendo with its sports IPs have just been going with the live service model.
But not a
of
good
just
way.
like
They
yeah.
don't even like. It's not even like an acceptable amount of content that's included. Usually live service games will at least give you like the bare acceptable minimum. But Nintendo's just like, no, you get the bare minimum. You get way less content. By the time the content drops are done, the game will have been as complete as a past game.
You hate
If
to see that.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis Aces is a great game now, but on release it was very bland. And the biggest thing is that all of these games, gameplay wise, the sports games, they all, um, like gameplay wise, they're all great, but it's just they lack content or they lack some type of like original thing besides just improved gameplay. So yeah, what else was in that direct? We kind of got off topic there for a bit. GoldenEye,
Fire Emblem looks okay.
GoldenEye with online play. It's so weird that it's only on the Switch version and not like on the Game Pass version.
Yeah. And, you know, the console with the shitty online.
Actually, that
Yeah.
that online works pretty well. Like me and Jackson have used the
Well, I mean, the service like itself is fine. It's just like everything surrounding, like, you know, like the lack of a party system,
God, yeah,
lack of
that
like,
bro. When is
just a
Discord
general,
gonna be
like-
added to? When is Discord gonna be added to Switch?
Alright, that would be really sick.
It's just like
I wouldn't hold your breath.
I understand Nintendo's like explanation. Nintendo's explanation of like, oh well, you always have your phone with you, so it's perfect with this portable system. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, but you know what else I always have with me is the console. Just have it on the console.
Oh wait, yellow too.
Like I always have my console with me. It's easier to just plug. And some games do it. Like Fortnite, you can use voice chat if you you have to plug your headset into the Switch, and you can use voice chat. So it's not like a lack of capability. It's just they don't do it. Got some.
Yeah, which is a shame because there's lots of potential there.
Mm-hmm.
One
Got
thing besides
Splatfest.
Tears of the Kingdom that I will probably pick up for sure from this direct, Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Yeah, that did interest me.
I just like.
Was that a
Kirby
Wii U game?
games. It was a Wii game.
Way
Big
back.
Kirby guy. It is a baby game for babies that I love.
But it has a lot. The party games are what interested me the most. Those seemed like they'd be fun to play.
Yeah, I never played the party games on the original. I don't know if
They seem like they'd be fun.
looked
Like at a
fun.
bowl or something. Very like fun competitive ones. I'm trying to think of what else there was besides farming games.
I'm gonna need a yellow toe.
Xenoblade.
Yeah. Xenoblade DLC. Bayonetta 3 trailer.
I'm gonna go through.
Crisis Core is coming to Switch, which is good. Peach Garden, Merry Mountain for Mario Kart Tour. I guess Switch Sports is finally getting golf in the winter.
Yeah.
Which sucks. But that.
Oh, I
was
think
what
it
popped
was.
into my mind
I
when
think
I saw
this
they were adding
game.
golf.
I think the game I was thinking of was Fae Farm.
Faye
The
from-
awful one?
No, the one that is like Animal Crossing, but it's Animal
Pierce,
Crossing.
That's all of them.
No, this one specifically is. The other ones were just basic farm ones. Oh, there was a Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh yeah.
Are you guys gonna pick up Kingdom Battle? I'm not personally.
I don't.
too interested. I bought the
I'll wait.
first one for like $5.
Yeah, I'm
but
gonna
I
wait
still
till it
didn't
goes
play
on sale.
What's Kingdom Battle?
Mario plus
The
Rabbids.
Mario plus Rabbids sequel.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll wait till it's on sale because they usually go, since it's a Ubisoft game. Technically, it goes on sale pretty quickly, and there's gonna be DLC with like Rayman.
That's
which is
what
cool.
interested me. I used to love the Rayman games, so
Apparently,
it's
the
not gonna be a
DLC
Rayman
there was
game, but it's cool
there was
there's Rayman
Donkey
in it.
Kong. There was Donkey Kong DLC on the last game, and apparently it's like better than the base game itself.
Oh, so is there like
Which
a
was
story
already good.
expansion with it? It's not just a character edition.
No, yeah, it's a whole like story expansion,
Nice.
and it's one of like the best looking Switch games too.
Yeah,
Like-
I've heard really good things about the first one. It's just not my style of game.
This one looks like I think this one's going to be a lot more fun. It looks like it improves on a lot of stuff, and it's a little more involved. More like side quests. It's crazy how they just got Mario and Rabbids to work together like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that pairing.
But it just works. Like somehow it just works. And you don't question it. You're like, yeah, this makes sense.
Now,
See, I might-
another
I'll-
Rayman and Rabbids game. The good
I'll
old
pick
days.
it up when it's on sale.
I couldn't be fucked.
You should if it's like $5, you should try it.
See, I got it for $5
like-
and still didn't try it.
You like Fire Emblem? That also has a grid-based
Okay.
battle system.
Can we yellow toe?
Who's in front of me? Sam?
Bro, my
Me.
victory is all but assured.
Um,
I'll
was
stop
Farming
outside this
Game.
tube.
3. I was a big fan of that one.
Yeah, that one was huge.
Man, I really want them to make a
s-
HD 2D remake of like Super Mario RPG. That would be cool.
You guys can play Resident Evil games on the cloud.
On the Cloud, dude, that hyped me, bro. I love Cloud.
Harvest Moon,
Cloud Strife?
Fatal Frame.
Oh yeah,
Tunic
Fatal
looks good.
Frame.
That's that.
Tunic's
Fatal
on.
Frames look weird.
Tunic is on Game Pass. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, it's already out.
Yeah, it's on Game
It
Pass.
takes
It's
two.
been out.
Fantastic game if you haven't played already. Sifu. Front Mission
Takes
1,
Two
2,
with-
and 3 remakes. Tales
It
of
Takes-
Symphonia, that was big for a lot of people. That's
It
the one
Takes
GameCube
Two-
game that did get remastered.
It does not make sense for me on the Switch. Cause
Why is that?
so the main reason to buy because all these games that have come out like recently that are on the Switch that go on other consoles, they have big massive downgrades with the frame rate and the visuals. And the reason is because you're buying this game on the Switch to play it portably. So you're on that small screen, so it doesn't really work. But this isn't really a game you can play portably without doing the like local play. And it's like I don't really want I wouldn't buy that for the Switch. I could just play it on my Xbox because if I'm playing it if I'm playing it with Sydney, I'm going to be playing it on the TV. I'm not going to be looking at an ugly game the whole time because
Yeah.
it did not look good. It looked very bad.
Yeah.
But I guess if this is your own, if you don't have any other consoles and this is your only way of playing it, I think it is a worthwhile.
They're adding a shit ton of games to the Nintendo 64 online.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Although,
Coliseum's pretty big, but it's coming out next year. I think only 4 games are coming out this year for it. and then like the other half is next year.
Everyone likes to make fun of Square Enix for their naming, for what they name their RPGs, and then they just came out with a new RPG called Various Daylife.
Yeah,
What? No, yeah,
I think that
various
was the
day
one
life.
with. I think that was the one with like 100 daily
It
activities.
says job progression in it.
Oh my
Fucking
god.
sick. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia. I know like we weren't super active during the GameCube era. Has anyone played that one? Apparently, it's a classic.
No.
No, I've heard it's good.
Mm-mm.
Just Dance 2023.
Yes.
Um, SpongeBob, new SpongeBob game.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was coming out, and I saw a trailer for it like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good.
When I saw it today, I thought it was being announced for the first time, but I'm sure I've seen it before. now
I
that you
think
say
it was
that.
in a direct previously.
So that one clearly didn't stick with me. Um, the boxing one, like the fitness boxing one. Very
That
fun.
one kind of that one kind of intrigued me. It was like such a goofy concept that I kind of dug it. Where it's like it's not only fitness, like you're not only like doing boxing, but like you also have to fight people and you do the boxing to like defeat your enemies.
Hmm.
I like that.
And we've got Endless Dungeon, a procedurally generated roguelite set in space. I don't remember that one,
I don't remember that either.
Me neither.
but that sounds pretty cool. So, Nintendo Direct. Overall, what would you guys like? Give it out of 10 or letter grade wise?
Yeah, like a 6.
4.5.
It was
Yeah.
alright.
I
Yeah.
was thinking of 5.
Oh, there's that one game that was made by the Danganronpa people.
Bro, Ethan, you literally said you did not watch the direct.
I didn't.
You
But as I'm
literally
like
just
hearing
like,
every,
why were
we
you just
just
like,
went
it's
over every
alright?
announcement.
yeah, as I hear you guys like going over it all, I'm like, yeah, okay.
I was watching All Tribe watch it. He's a YouTuber, and at the end he was like, "This is a very big day for annoying people,"
Yeah,
and I was like, "That
good.
that pretty much sums up the direct."
Fucking Pikmin. I couldn't be fucked. Hey, Kirby remaster, I guess. Anyone else watch the Sony State of Play?
Nope.
I did not,
No.
but I watched the Ragnarok trailer. It looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, what if that... Can you imagine if that game came out and it was just horrible? It was just like...
All this hype.
Like somehow they fucked it up. And it's just like the worst game. I would love that. That would be hilarious.
This man wants to
I
watch
think-
Sony burn.
I want to... No, I just want to watch the world burn. I already got to watch it happen with Halo.
Aww. Halo will come back any day now.
One day.
But I thought the Sony State of Play was actually pretty great. It was like at least it was only 20 minutes, but I would take that over 40 minutes of
A farming game.
Nintendo. That's yeah, with 5 farming sim games. There was Team Ninja's working on a game called The Rise of the Ronin that looks really cool. It's like a samurai game, but it takes place kind of at the end of the samurai era. It's like because they've got some basic weapon like firearms as well. There's a neat I forget the title. I'll have to look it up, but let's see. It was a post-apocalypse game where you have group of people living underground or beneath the surface. Anime art style kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy VII. So that looked neat. Then, yeah, obviously God of War Ragnarok still looking incredible. And there's some kind of Yakuza game that's coming to the West for the first time, and some people seemed very excited about that. Good stuff. The Yakuza game also kind of takes place in the same era as the Rise of the Ronin. So, between those two and the Assassin's Creed Red announcement, it seems like we're going to get quite a few samurai or feudal Japan era games coming up in 2023, 2024.
Nice.
Cool.
Do you guys care about Call of Duty anymore?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
Not
unless
really.
Treyarch is making it.
That I was thinking
Yeah.
about that the other
That-
day. I saw the Modern Warfare. There's a Modern Warfare 2 ad on my Xbox home screen, and I was just thinking, like, I'm not excited for that, and there's no reason I shouldn't be. Modern Warfare 2019 was like one of the best COD games. Like there was like very little wrong with that game.
Yeah. And I guess, like, for that reason, I am excited for Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, like
Like, I am looking forward to
I
it.
should be excited, but for some reason I'm just not. It's like I haven't been keeping up with anything about it.
Oh, yeah, I know that there's a beta sometime, I think, at the end of this month. I'll check it out.
Report back.
But,
Well, there will be an open one, I'm sure.
True.
yeah, it'll be open.
We can probably do that when it's
Mhm.
going on.
Okay, sorry, real quick. That Final Fantasy VII like game that I was talking about, it's called Stellar Blade.
Speaking of Call of Duty, of course, Jim Ryan is really upset that Call of Duty could possibly leave PlayStation in like 7 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be a big deal, even if it is in 7 years, I suppose.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's just
something
trying
Call-
to.
You think? Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
Think there's any chance Call of Duty falls off in 7 years? And with the emergence of people, like with games like Fortnite and I don't know,
See, the thing
insert
is,
other big
the
game
thing
here
is with
that'll, like,
Call of
taking a
Duty.
bite of that pie.
At this point, I almost wonder if Call of Duty is like undefeatable, because how many times do we go, or do we reach a point in Call of Duty's life where we're like, oh no, I think Call of Duty's starting to die off, and then they release like a banger of a game. Like, think about where Call of Duty was before Modern Warfare 2019 released. And then think about where it is right now, where another probably very good game is about to come out.
True.
So
But
they definitely are a powerhouse, but like, come on, Jim. Like, they're buying. Xbox is buying Microsoft. And
yeah.
and his-
Yeah,
his-
Xbox is buying Microsoft.
yeah, they're doing that. The Xbox is gonna buy out Microsoft. No, Xbox is buying Activision. It's happening. Just deal with it.
Well, Xbox is buying no one. Xbox does not have money. Microsoft is buying
Activision.
Activision.
And he said, he was like, I just want to make sure that PlayStation players have the best Call of Duty experience. So it was like, no, it's not that you don't want it to get. I don't think he would even be satisfied if like it stayed on the system, but the Xbox had marketing rights.
He
Like-
still
like-
wants the maps first. He wants
Yeah.
Outbreak a year
That
before
was his explanation.
Xbox gets it.
That's why he was upset. He was like, I want to make sure that Call of Duty, that PlayStation players are getting the best Call of Duty experience.
Yeah, because you think like it wouldn't really, with the amount of, like, with the numbers that Call of Duty does on PlayStation, it would be very silly to cut them out, at least for like this generation.
Oh, actually, it may not. You got to remember.
I'm just saying, I think they
before-
on their own wouldn't do it. Like, even if they weren't being pressured by Sony, I think that they wouldn't do it. And if they were to do it, they'd wait until the end of this generation and then announce that on the next generation of consoles, it will be exclusive to Xbox.
I don't know. I think right now would still be. Well, it just depends on how quickly this deal goes through. Because right now would still be a good time to do it before people start to buy. Before like the majority of players have bought their system.
True.
Because think about Call of
Get
Duty
people to
last
commit
generation.
early.
But you still have a
Xbox
guaranteed
had.
2 more years of PlayStation,
That's true.
like,
Yeah, that's true.
rights to marketing and all that.
I
So-
mean, I bet. I mean, from what I understand, Xbox technically can go back on those contracts, but they're doing it out of like respect. From what I've heard, so like they totally could just like be like, nope, not after what you said, Jim.
Yeah. I think
No, but-
they make so much money keeping it on PlayStation that they're just gonna keep it there.
Yeah, it'll probably be like a
I mean-
Minecraft situation.
People point to Minecraft. Like, they didn't take Minecraft off of PlayStation, and I doubt. And it's a draw enough to be like, okay, well, yeah, if you come to the Xbox ecosystem and you pay for Game Pass, you get all these awesome games and Call of Duty for free.
and you could
all of the
do
Call of
the
Duties.
timed exclusivity stuff that PlayStation gets right now.
Yeah, so I think that would be plenty enough for them. And I think like Sony shouldn't have. The only thing Sony should be worried about is if they completely lost Call of Duty, which I don't think is going to happen to them.
I don't think that'll happen. But in regards to like influence, like PlayStation's influence on Call of Duty, you got to remember that it was with Xbox until
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 3 was the first game that had PlayStation's thing, and a lot of people bought a PlayStation just because of Call of Duty. I bet if the same thing happens to Xbox, a lot of people are going to buy an Xbox just for Call of Duty.
See, Call of Duty started going downhill when PlayStation got the exclusive rights, or like got the rights to early maps and marketing and all that. So, I think Activision being taken over by Microsoft's obviously gonna, bring us back to the glory days of Call of Duty.
I hope so. I mean,
That would be incredible.
even without Microsoft's inclusion, they're already skipping yearly COD next year.
Wait, like
So it's
there
already-
would be, right?
Yeah, there's not going to be a Call of Duty next year.
That's for the better.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Especially because it's going to be a Treyarch game, and they seem to be getting the short end of the stick recently with
They're just like
their
an
game
emaciated
management.
dog, like
It's because
they
they
got
were
moved
so
in to cover Sledgehammer's ass, and then they were asked to cut development on that early to run assistance with Sledgehammer's game again. And
The problem is that Treyarch became, because when Treyarch first started out, Infinity Ward was like the king developer.
Mhm.
Everyone liked the Infinity Ward games until
Black Ops 1? or
Black
World
Ops
at War?
1. World at War kind of started it, but Black Ops 1 and 2 really cemented it. Of like, no, Treyarch is good. And then Infinity Ward started to fall off because they had internal, studio struggles. And then Treyarch became the favorite. And since Treyarch was such a renowned studio, Activision was like, all right, you guys are good enough. You guys can handle all of this. And now, like, I don't, like, I'm not confident in Treyarch's ability to make a good game right now because of how much they've had to strain themselves to put out mediocre products.
Yeah.
So hopefully whatever they make next is good.
And Jason Blundell's definitely returning to Treyarch, which means zombies is gonna.
Can you
Ooh.
imagine?
Go
Can you
say
imagine
that
if he
again.
was? Like that
I
would
think
be
it's
crazy.
like it's pretty possible.
No, whatever reason, there has to have been a very good reason that he left the company that he founded.
Yeah.
Like someone offered him a big check to go somewhere, and like
Is
guaranteed.
that it, or do you think it was like a bad blood?
I don't think it would have been bad blood. You don't create a whole studio with people you're not going to get along with.
It could be investors or whoever that were.
But see,
Or
if he
Sony.
if he
I don't
did go back to Treyarch, they would have had to offer him like one hell of a paycheck and like full creative control. And like I could
Which,
totally see that.
Following Vanguard's reception, I could like. It makes sense.
Yeah, be like, okay, let's just give them full control.
Like they hit the panic button and they're like, Jason, please. Then write a check where he's just willing to be like, all right, fuck you guys to this studio he founded.
Yeah, it's crazy. I couldn't believe that.
It was kind of disappointing. I was excited to see. I'm sure whatever they're working on is still going to be pretty cool, but I don't know. Won't have the same hype behind it.
It still has a lot of ex-Treyarch employees, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What you thinking about, Ethan?
Bro. He's texting Summer.
He is not thinking.
Not thinking.
Therefore,
His
he
ass
is not.
thinking.
What else happened? What else happened significantly this week?
D23.
Cringe.
Finally.
How do you guys feel about? I feel like this is my favorite, or I think the most interesting announcement of D23. How do you guys feel about the Thunderbolts cast?
Unexpected. I don't love it.
I don't love it. I like the idea of the characters' personalities altogether, but then I also don't like that there's like 3 different Captain Americas.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I think like they got some of the best, I think, like MCU actors they have right now, some of the best characters they have right now. But in terms of like power sets, it's a lot of just people with super soldier serum or people who are just good at fighting. Ghost is cool. I don't know. That kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I think that's,
Ghost is cool.
But I don't think Red Guardian necessarily needed to be in
I think
there.
Red. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that Red Guardian is gonna die.
Okay.
And it's gonna be an emotional moment for the film. I don't know why. I just have a hunch. Taskmaster. Taskmaster. I honestly wasn't expecting.
So that one's a cool one. I guess I hope she talks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't think Bucky would be a part of it, and now that Bucky is a part of it, I'm in Yelena as well. I think like maybe what they're going towards is like this is just like
Bucky like totally fits too. Like I didn't expect Bucky to be there, but he totally fits being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked what you said. I think the Abomination should have been in there. Maybe if you could have done it.
But also, I can understand. I can understand them not. I can understand them not wanting to just like be a direct copy of the Avengers, where it's like, oh, here's your Hulk, here's your Captain America, here's your Black Widow, but they're villains.
Yeah.
I can understand
it's
them
just-
not wanting
yeah.
to do that.
I just want to see more of that character for one. Now that it seems like they're giving him a bigger role finally, and I think like that would have been a good place for him to shine.
Zemo was one people thought was
Zemo.
going to be on the team. He's going to be in the
Yeah.
film. That's been confirmed. He's going to be in it, but he's just not going to be on the team.
Can't believe they didn't cast Thunderbolt Ross.
So do you guys think that like do you guys think
He
that
is
like
dead.
in universe do you guys think that like in universe it's gonna like the name of the team is gonna be like a tribute to Thunderbolt Ross as opposed to like because obviously he didn't create like maybe because obviously he's dead like
Yeah.
in universe he had the idea to create the team and that's why it's called the Thunderbolts.
Seems like an easy layup opportunity there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
To where which sucks because man it's such a shame about him because he would have been like I could totally have seen them going like with a Red Hulk uh like Red Hulk storyline if he was still alive because he wasn't in anything until Civil War and then he kind of showed up pretty regularly in like the Avengers films and Black Widow. So it seemed like they were kind of starting to use
Yeah.
him more.
Yeah, I bet that was probably a part of the plan, but fucking died and stuff.
Cringe like the Queen.
Rebozo.
Exactly.
Rest in peace, Bozo.
But actually, my favorite D23 thing was the Werewolf by Night.
Oh no, yeah.
Actually, it just looked interesting. I
Yeah.
don't know, it looked different. I like
And
that
it's
from the
directed
MCU.
by I don't know, I can't remember what his name is, but he's a composer. He
Directed by a composer.
Yeah, he did the score. He's done the score for a bunch of MCU movies, like all the Spider-Man movies in the MCU. The first Doctor Strange. He did the score for the Batman.
Whoa.
There's a bunch of other
Oh,
like really
fuck.
big stuff that he's done. I can't think off
It's
the
not
top of my
Trent
head.
Reznor, right?
No, it's Michael. It starts with a G. It's some like European name.
Michael Gay.
Trent Reznor did the new Watchmen series. It's good. The score.
Secret Invasion looks cool. It's giving me like Winter Soldier vibes.
Yeah.
Do you guys think
Or
Rhodey
Nicholas
is?
Fury.
You guys think Rhodey is going to be a Skrull?
I think that would have like. Nah.
It would depend
think-
upon when he would have been.
Who do you guys think is going to be a Skrull? I think one major character in the MCU is going to be a Skrull. At least one. Probably multiple. Because I mean, it's Secret Invasion. It's got to be impactful, and they've said that it's going to be like it's going to really shake things up. What? Let's say like three characters in the MCU have to be Skrulls. Who do you think they are?
Ooh.
Thor. It would explain going from serious Thor to goofball Thor.
Okay.
It's kind of true.
Although I don't think they'll go that route, but that'd be fun.
Who else?
I don't know.
Who would be a Skrull?
I feel like
Um,
Don Cheadle is like an easy one.
yeah, because he's going to have a big role in the
Rhodey.
series, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Who hasn't had like a big role like since Endgame?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys think that
Captain
this movie's
Marvel.
gonna Captain Marvel? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so, but
They know not to fuck with her.
yeah.
I can't imagine. Pepper? I don't know.
Hawkeye.
Oh,
Pepper's an easy one.
maybe, yeah. Hawkeye. I'm thinking maybe some like major like political people will probably be Skrulls. Do you guys think this will play into?
Spider-Man.
Do you guys think this will play into Captain America: New World Order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably.
That's gonna have the leader, which is interesting.
That is.
I wasn't
interesting.
expecting that, but I like that. To have the leader as the villain in a not Hulk movie. That I like that. That's what I like when you have the prospects of a shared universe. They don't have to fight villains that are in
They're comic only.
and yeah. I saw people saying it would have been so cool to have like Vulture on the Thunderbolts team. Or like something like that. They didn't say anything about Fantastic Four besides confirming its director. Lame.
Curse them for not giving us that Indy 4 trailer.
Indy 5.
Yes.
Dude, Harrison Ford cried talking about it.
He loves Indiana Jones. As much as
Like-
he seems annoyed about being Han Solo, he has always loved being Indiana Jones.
Yeah, I saw a clip yesterday of like it was a side by side of him talking about Indiana Jones at D23 with him talking about Han Solo, and he's just like, like I was like, yeah, go on, I get paid. And then like he's like crying talking about Indiana Jones.
They
He's
lure
like-
him on set
he-
with a
and he-
baggie of weed.
Judging by his reaction, it seems
Flies
like it's
his
going to be a
plane.
very good movie. He said they made something really special.
I
Made
really
something
hope it's
really
good.
special.
'Cause if his last outing as Indiana Jones is just it falls flat. But I trust
James
the
Mangold
director.
directing.
Yeah, and I'm sure that considering that it's absolutely without a doubt going to be his last one, I think I would have hoped that they put their heart and soul into it.
I think they did.
Hey, kid.
That was pretty good.
I love how someone pointed out they were like, Harrison Ford has said multiple times that he wants to be the only one to play Indiana Jones, but he was the first person to congratulate Alden Ehrenreich to be Han Solo.
He will always be Indiana Jones, but I think we should have more Indiana Jones movies. We should give the mantle to someone else. We can wait till he dies so he doesn't know about it. But
Yeah.
I think Indiana Jones is too good of an IP, of classic adventure. I guess you could do
And
Uncharted,
it's a
but,
period
that didn't
piece.
work. So
It's classic adventure
Yeah.
and it's a period piece.
that
We've got
too.
Nazis. bro.
Period.
Dude literally gets an autograph from Hitler.
It does. Jackson
Dude,
wouldn't
Indiana
know.
Jones movies are so
I
funny.
wouldn't.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is just the best.
I love Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is pretty fire. I was scared of Temple of Doom as a kid, though.
Why? Because they pull a man's beating heart out.
Yeah.
I used to close my eyes during that.
Dude,
scene.
I used to
And the
love that
face melting
scene. I love that scene, bro. I was like, that's awesome.
Well, see, the problem was it was only ever I was only ever told what happens, and so
Mhm.
it's I wouldn't look. These guys' faces melt off, or a guy gets his heart pulled out of his chest. When you see it, it kind of looks dumb. It doesn't look great. The special effects are good, but it's not horrifying. But in my child mind, hearing that someone's face was gonna melt off. Like I didn't want to know what that was gonna look like, so the reality didn't quite match like what I had built it up to
And
be.
it is scary looking though. Like it's unsettling.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love Indiana Jones. I'm excited for that.
Is that next year?
Yep. I believe so.
Nice.
That'll be exciting. Daredevil. I don't know, has a new logo. They talked a bit about it. Charlie Cox seems to imply that it is not in the same universe, but I think that it can still be a new series and like not a continuation and still be in the same universe. Especially if considering there would be a considerable time jump. So it really couldn't be a direct continuation.
True.
I'm team keep some elements, but say it's a new universe.
That's what
Just,
I
like,
think.
Get that
Shit, I
God.
jumped over it.
like that
Make it so
awful,
that make it so that watching the series is still not a waste of your time.
yeah. I just want a new version of
Daredevil.
Iron Fist through and through.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like
Everyone else
the
would
next
say the
episode of She-Hulk is gonna probably have Daredevil. And it's
She-Hulk's
being
been
said
going off.
it's being said that it's going to it'll kind of like by the end of it you'll know whether or not the show is canon.
I bet that's because it's just going to be a fourth wall break. Like,
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
like it's just straight up. She's like, yeah, that other shit isn't canon anymore. Be an effective use of the fourth wall break.
Are you guys liking it?
She-Hulk's been good
I'm
so
liking it.
far.
I think it's been solid.
Right.
I think the fourth episode was definitely the best. And it's
Yeah.
exactly what I expected from the show.
I'd say I've liked half of every episode. There's not one episode that I think is like amazing. There's not one I think is bad. I think like every episode has been like hit or miss within itself for me.
Yeah, I get it.
This man stops liking the episode at 15 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's true.
Yep.
I pretty much enjoyed the last episode. The stuff with Wong was fun.
Wong's
Yes.
Madison's a
treat.
queen.
Madison was great.
Madison was kind of fucking annoying. Like I know that's the point, but it was like it's,
There
It
was a
was just
certain thing that was
grating after a
entertaining,
while.
but it did.
Mm-hmm.
it just kept
At first
going.
it was annoying, but I'm rooting for Wong.
Yeah,
Like,
Wong's
it'd be a
gonna get
beautiful
it.
friendship.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say I don't want them to be together, but I want them to be friends forever.
They deserve it.
Wongers.
Wongers. That was so perfect.
There is something about the CGI when She-Hulk's walking with like her lawyer clothes on. Something's not right. It's like the way that the clothes it's like the way that the clothes
They can't be lawyers.
it's like the way that the clothes like react to like her movements. It's just not realistic.
Yeah,
I don't know,
like
like it
the,
just looks off.
Donnie Blaze, Johnny Blaze, kind of nod,
Hmm.
wink, smooch.
It seems like she's gonna start doing more like superhero stuff.
Yeah. I would hope.
Yeah, don't keep doing that courtroom shit.
It is
I
rough.
don't know, like I want that like I want that to be, because this is one of the things that distinguishes She-Hulk, is like she's a lawyer. And some of my favorite parts of Daredevil were the courtroom scenes, and I was kind of hoping for some, good legal writing in She-Hulk, but it's just like, oh, it's such a step down from other great lawyer shows we had, not just like in the
Better Call
MCU,
Saul.
but like things like Better Call Saul that I've been
That's
are
what
fresh on
really
my
hurt.
mind.
That's what
makes
really
just
hurt it is because
hard to watch.
it's because it's fresh on my mind. So it's like I know that like this is not how things go, and it's like it's not even done in like a tolerable way. Like you don't have to be 100% accurate. But like this was like clearly it's like I'm spotting things that I know for a fact are not
It
real.
just feels like they
law.
didn't consult anyone.
Hmm. I don't know why there wasn't like a lawyer consulted. It feels like they watched an episode of like Law and Order or something,
Yeah.
or like Judge Judy even.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. Judge Judy even is more canon than that. Yeah, overall, the show, like, it's fine. Not the best thing in the world. Far from the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. The Emmys were last night. Saul
Yeah.
got robbed hard.
But did you see that apparently only the first half of season
Yeah,
6 of
yeah.
Saul
They're
was
eligible next year too. They have one more
some-
chance. Dude, they have gotten I think it's 46 nominations and they have
Yeah.
not won a single one
ever?
ever.
That's crazy.
46 nominations.
I would think it'd just get kind of like it's like Leonardo getting DiCaprio getting a
Oscar.
Oscar
Yeah,
for
they
The
have to
Revenant,
give-
even though that maybe wasn't his best performance.
It's like the
Like-
pity Oscar.
Yeah, it's like
It
a lifetime
has to
achievement
next
award.
year. It'll be it's gonna be the final season, or the final part of the final season. So it's like the farewell Emmy. It's like just give it to him, dude. Bob Odenkirk lost to Squid Game. The Squid Game guy won. Bob Odenkirk literally died on set
And came back to life. To
and
finish
came
the
back to
show.
life to finish the show.
It must go on.
And he lost to Squid Game.
But have you seen Squid Game?
To be fair, I have.
I haven't either. I've heard great things though.
It's cool that there's like foreign representation and like acknowledgement. And
That
Reese
was, like-
Seahorn not winning was really rough too. But I think her better work is in the second half of season 6. So I think a lot of people are freaking out because they assume that like this encompassed all of season 6, and like they don't realize that they have one more chance next year.
They did drop the back half of season 6 right before voting began, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Smash missing the Game Awards the year it came out. It's like, well, will it be considered like?
Well,
does it
the
have a
reason-
good
the
shot
reason
next
that
year
the
because
season
it
was
won't be
split
fresh
up-
on anyone's mind.
The reason that the season was split up was exactly so it could be at the Grammys twice. They split it up that way. The first half would be eligible
Mm.
for
Okay.
this year's, and the second half would be eligible for next year's.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
Alright,
got
we ready
robbed
for some
really hard.
recommendations?
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm not done mourning, bro. It was supposed to be the Saul sweep. Dude,
The
everyone
Saul
was
sweep.
expecting it. Like, Variety wrote this like big piece about like, will this finally be the year for Better Call Saul? and like it was like trending all day. That like Better Call Saul, like everyone was expecting Better Call Saul, and then it didn't win a single one. I think it lost Best Drama Series to Succession, which I've heard is good. What I think lost Best Supporting Actress to someone in Ozark.
Granted, who gives a fuck about the Emmys?
Yeah, they're kind of like the. And there's so many like TV. I feel like there's so many TV awards. I get them confused. You know.
Emmys is TV.
Emmys is
movies, Grammys is music.
Yeah, but then there's like the Golden Globes.
I think that's
those are all the
movies.
Academy. Those are the Academy ones, or the Emmys, the Oscars, and the Grammys.
The Academy.
The Game Awards.
That's the real
Bro, the
shit.
Academy of what? What do
Dude,
they
how
teach?
big? Yeah, what are they teaching, bro? How big is the Academy? Is it the same Academy voting for all these things?
It better not be. How do you get to be a member of the Academy?
That's what I'm saying. Is the Academy
we be
is the
members?
Academy like a secret thing? Like a secret society, or are there like people that we would know that are in it? Like is
I'm thinking more
So
secret
like
celebrities or famous.
is like
film
Brad Pitt in
professors.
the Academy? I don't know why I thought of Brad Pitt. Yeah. The Academy. Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, recommendation time. Ethan, you go first.
I probably gotta recommend Better Call Saul as I've been watching
Yo, how far are you in?
it. I am now season 3, like episode 12 or 13.
Oh my- Bro, there are 10 episodes in the season.
Oh, well, I'm on season 4 then. Because last I
Oh
looked,
my-
I was on like episode 9 of season 3, and that was earlier today.
Oh my god.
It's so good, bro.
Dude, it is
And
so
season
good.
3, it like takes off. Like the trial. Oh,
The end, bro. So sad.
yes. Yeah,
Dude, I love it.
that's my
I'm so
recommendation
excited
for the
to-
week.
I'm so excited to get back to it when I'm done watching Breaking Bad. I'm almost done with season 4 of Breaking Bad. I'm
Oh
like
my
halfway through.
God.
I'm like halfway through it.
I'm still on 5. I can't bring myself to keep watching because I know it's all gonna go to shit.
It's good though. It's
It
good though.
is. Like the descent. It's great.
You just got to get over the dread. I know what you mean. You just got to get over it.
It's pretty bleak.
But I love it for that.
Who's next?
I like that it's like no you. This season is horrible, and you just have to deal with it. You have to deal with the worst thing to watch in your life. Excellently written, of course.
You got it.
Yeah. Who's next?
You.
Breaking Bad.
All right, Sam.
Gus's boyfriend just got shot.
Oh, what a moment.
It was so sad. Gay king.
Okay,
Gus is a gay king. It's one of the few. I like seeing Gus when he's not like
Being
cold
Gus.
and calculated. when he's like, I like seeing him when he's scared. No, but it's like you get to see like a real like, like that's like he's not putting on like a persona.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 5.
Persona 5.
There's a lot of that in Better Call Saul. It's really good Better Call Saul. Sam, how far are you into Better Call
Alright.
Saul?
I'm season 4 episode. I just finished the episode in season 4 that has that song that you queue up quite frequently.
Oh yeah,
So
it's a great song.
good episode too. But yes, I recommend. I got my hands on the tall neck Lego finally. I've been trying to do that.
Yo.
And
This man is
it's
building
been out of
Legos.
stock. I'm like an adult Lego fan, and that's encouraged me to finally go back and finish Horizon Forbidden West. I'm not quite there yet, but boy, that game is snappy and good, and the story still manages to be pretty good despite having large shoes to fill with Horizon Zero Dawn. And yeah, it's really good. I like Forbidden West. Recommend it to anyone who wants a
Nice.
fun little who wants a really cool hunting open world game with just like some of the coolest world building and atmosphere of any game franchise. And Jackson.
I'm gonna go with Breaking
Oh
Bad.
my god.
Yeah. Where you said listen, you got to deal with it, all right? We're in this together. We're all going to be in this phase for a while. It's going to be the
Yeah.
recommendations.
Hey Sam,
Yeah.
how are the Packers doing?
Fuck you.